In 1950, two brothers were digging in a muddy swamp in Denmark when they made a horrifying discovery. Just below the surface, they found the body of a man. His facial features were so perfectly preserved that the terrified brothers immediately called the local police. They thought they had stumbled onto a recent, gruesome crime scene. But when investigators arrived, they realized this wasn't a modern victim. The man in the mud had actually been dead for over 2,000 years. He was an Iron Age man. The highly unusual chemistry of the bog had essentially frozen him in time, perfectly preserving his skin, his hair, and even the stubble on his chin. But as archaeologists carefully pulled him from the earth, they noticed something wrapped around his neck, revealing a dark, ancient secret. It was a tightly braided animal hide rope. This man hadn't simply fallen into the swamp by accident. Someone had intentionally put him there. But why? To solve a 2 millennia old cold case, scientists transported him to a forensic laboratory. They wanted to know everything about his final hours. By analyzing his stomach contents, researchers discovered exactly what he ate for his last meal. It was a simple porridge made of flax, barley, and wild seeds. There was absolutely no meat. The specific seeds in his stomach proved that he passed away in the dead of winter. And because there were no defensive wounds on his hands, historians realized something even more chilling. He hadn't fought back. In fact, after he took his final breath, someone had gently and carefully closed his eyes and mouth before placing him in the water. This wasn't a violent mugging or a standard criminal execution. Historians now believe he was a human sacrifice to the ancient gods of the bog. To Iron Age communities, these dark, bottomless swamps weren't just water, they were gateways to the divine. In a harsh, freezing winter with food running out, they needed to offer the gods their most valuable gift to ensure spring would return. Some experts suggest he might have even volunteered. His serene, peaceful expression doesn't look like a man who was terrified. It looks like a man who believed he was doing something noble for his people. Today, he rests quietly in a museum in Denmark. When you look at his face, you aren't just looking at a historical artifact. You are making eye contact with an ancestor from 2,000 years ago, frozen perfectly in time.